Another area I can show you is a new way is looking to startups.
So we're a startup accelerator, right? 500 applicants, we select the best 10, they move to Berlin and work with us for 3 months.
I'll find it.
It's a big day for Startup Bootcamp because we've been working with these partners for 6 months, trying to figure out how we work together, and these big corporates take some time to decide, but when they do, we get a lot of resource, a lot of firepower. It's really exciting.
A startup working with Mercedes-Benz has the benefit of Mercedes-Benz's global reach, not only through business innovation, but through the R&D facilities around the world, production facilities, and a sales organization which is present in more than 200 countries in the world.
We are looking for social media, we are looking for software technologies, we are looking for healthcare. We can offer a startup all the power a company like Bosch has.
First of all, we have more than 100 years of experience in the business arena of insurance or financial services. We think that we have some exciting mentors that we can bring to the table. And besides, of course, we have an in-depth understanding of IT, legacy systems, app development that I'd like to share with the top-notch startup scene here.
So the 3 areas we're interested this year, we're calling them themes. So we have connectivity, mobility, and big data. We're interested in startups that are outside these themes as well, but we prefer startups that are working on these themes because they're going to get the most benefit of working with our new partners.
And for us it's very important maybe to have some kind of new and fresh and maybe totally different ideas. Maybe what we did not think so far.
This is a perfect platform for us to get to know the startups, to see how creative, how innovative solutions are developed. And for that matter, we're quite keen on working together with Startup Bootcamp and their startup partners.
So we take our experts from the Bosch group, bring them together with the startup, and then we see whether there is a kind of a long-term strategic vision which fits together.
A great success would be that in a few years' time, we look back and we have established a new, profitable, successful, well-known business for Mercedes-Benz, and we can look back and say it all started at Startup Bootcamp.
So again, this is a way, a method, a tool how to create innovation. Is to look into the startup scene, because they are just more flexible than sometimes a huge organization. The challenge would be, of course, how to work with them. How do we not overburden them with the bureaucracy of a big corporation, which would just kill them. But in terms of innovation, we are reaching out to startups. Yeah, so this is where we work together in the video with an accelerator, which provides the platform, which is also in the scene of the startups, because those are different than, let's say, people work wearing ties. Yeah? It's a different atmosphere, a different way of working. So we're reaching out to a lot of startups right now to try to get that innovation in. And that's something which we're doing now in a new fashion. So be interesting to see where are the startups in Asia, in Taiwan, in China, in Singapore. Where are the big hubs? In Europe, Berlin is a big hub. Or Israel is a big startup nation. Israel. Of course, Taiwan also, right? Yeah, it's known for being flexible, innovative, creative. Yeah, is some of the DNA of also Taiwan. So how do we implement? Again, we use different sources. We have an internet-based platform. Roughly 40,000 employees are registered, and they can share their business ideas, business innovation ideas, and we screen them. So we use the crowd of Daimler. Not yet open, but at least Daimler, we're trying to use the crowd. Because, again, the challenge of a big organization is how to get the idea up through the hierarchies onto a management level or into a board level to get exposure, to get money, get funding. All companies are going through cost-cutting exercises, cutting costs, cutting IT, cutting whatever, right? I mean, every company goes through that. We, of course, Daimler too, very often. And in such a phase to say, oh, we have a new idea, it just kills it. Because people in the line function are focused in making things more efficient. They're extremely focused, and they don't have time, they don't have resources to care about something outside their focus. Right? I mean, that's the challenge. That's really, I've experienced that now for a long time. We use our career, which is our management trainees. We do cross-industry networking, so going out to meet companies like Bosch or Siemens or Intel or Google to see, okay, how do they approach innovation. The venture capital community, because they again also are looking to what is the future. But in contrary to venture capital of course is interested in creating their ROS, to create their return on equity. And so when they look for an exit, when is the best time to sell the business? At Daimler we try to say, okay, what business can we actually create new, sustainable? So it's a bit contrary agenda. So when we work with venture capitals, when we invest, sometimes we don't have the same goal. Because they want to, let's say, make quick money, because that's their fund expectation. If in 3, 4, 5 years, find an exit out. And we say, okay, how do we build a business?